How to choose the right eyeglasses frame size. The importance of eyeglass frame size is often overlooked. Most of the web articles focus on the accuracy of the lenses, the match between the face shape and the frame, or the match between the glasses and the style of clothing. Of course, I do not deny the importance of the above questions, but the basis is that there must be the right size of your glasses frame. The size of the frame is usually marked like 50, 20, 140 on the glasses. What does this mean? 50 represents the width of the lens is 50 mm, 20 represents the size of the eyeglasses bridge is 20 mm, and 140 represents the length of the temple. The first two dimensions are more important. The pupil distance is also called PD in the prescription of glasses optometry, which refers to the distance between the pupils of two eyes. So, what frame size fits you? Appropriate glasses should make the pupil basically in the center of the lens. Of course, the larger lens has a higher error tolerance rate, but the smaller lens has a very low error tolerance rate and must be basically in the center of the lens. In general, high myopia increases the thickness of the lens edge. Therefore, high prescription glasses often choose a small size lens and high index lenses. You can see this in the image. Secondly, you should select a thick rimmed frame, because the thick rim can cover the thick edge of lenses. However, you must pay attention to where the pupils should be in the lens. Because the smaller lens has a very low error tolerance rate and must be basically in the center of the lens. How to center your pupils in the lenses. Pupillary distance is the distance between the center of right lens to the center of left lens. Simply, pupillary distance equals to glasses bridge plus single lens width. If the pupillary distance, PD, is relatively small, with small lens width and the big width of the eyeglasses bridge, there may be a problem. Because the error tolerance of narrow lenses is very low, please see the images. Lens width 30 mm, bridge 33 mm and frame width 135 mm. Very small lens, wild eyeglasses bridge. If the pupil distance, PD, equals to 57 mm. Bridge width plus single lens width equals to 63 mm, which is bigger than the pupil distance. Result is that two eyes may not be covered by lenses. You can see the image. For the matching of the size of the glasses, the bridge and the lens width coordination is very important, not a single size issue. Takeaway: customers with small pupillary distance may not select the frames with a wide eyeglasses bridge. On the other hand, if the lens is wide and the eyeglasses bridge is small and the pupillary distance is also small, this may not be a problem. For example, lens width 52 mm, bridge 18 mm, total frame width 152 mm. With the smaller bridge as shown in image. Because the wide lens has a relatively large error tolerance rate, that is, the pupillary distance is a bit biased towards the internal side of the lens, but this does not affect the use as shown in image. The overall width of the frame is also an important size you should pay attention to. Because temples generally have a certain elasticity, the overall width of the frame has a certain error tolerance rate. However, if you have a narrower face, it is not recommended to choose glasses with frame widths more than 140 mm. For wider faces, it is not recommended to choose frame with a total frame width less than 130 mm. The small size eyeglasses bridge may create problems for the people who have big nose, which will make the center of lenses too high for pupils. Sometimes it may be solved by adjusting the nose pad arm.